So one of the first things that I want to talk about is there's really kind of three reasons why we're here and why text and mobile applications and the whole mobile world, what they can really do for you. One is reconnect. Okay? It allows you to engage with people in a new way that really, I haven't really committed anything to you yet, but I want to talk to you. You seem nice. I want to kind of engage with you. So it gives you that kind of ability to reconnect with them in a different format. Breakthrough. What we're going to talk about, there's two laws that we're going to, or two rules that we're going to kind of walk through. One of which is called the database of attentions. And what this is going to kind of do, it's going to help you kind of break through that and get people's attention right when where they are, where they're asking about it, so you can kind of engage with them as well. And then rebuild. Rebuild trust, rebuild confidence. People don't jump back in and become confident all of a sudden. How do they do it? Step by step, stroke by stroke in the pool. Okay? And this is kind of a way to help you do that. So why mobile marketing? There's a ton of stats out there. We'll just kind of break down of a couple just so that you can get some data points so that you can make, some educated decisions going forward. In Miami, 49% of mobile users use text message. On average, it's 4 a day. Okay, so they're actively engaging. It's not a one-off. They're actually having a conversation. The second piece, which group of people do you think is the fastest growing users of text messaging and mobile technology? Teenagers? Try women ages 25 to 44. Great report out there called the Digital Mom. That group of users is engaging more quickly with text than anything else. Why? Because in that same IBM report, what did they talk about? Old ideas die faster and social technologies grow quicker. Why? Because people like to talk and it's cheaper to communicate. Okay, so there's two excuses that you can use to say, okay, well, I did that this way. Now in this environment, I have some new information to move forward. So why is Google in a presentation about mobile technology? Okay, one reason, search. So what happens is when Google comes into the equation and changes the way that people think about search and what they're looking for, it changes the way that they interact with the rest of the items that they're searching for. So Google, as it was founded, actually uses two primary rules or laws in when they design something. Okay, the first of which is the database of intentions. You're going to want to write that down because it's one of the things that going forward you're going to see. It's a key differentiator, the database of intentions. And what that means is when someone's searching for something, they want to take an action based on that finding. They are searching for understanding, not just to search to search. So they want to take an action. Okay, so why did I pick Google? Well, when I went to start the presentation for today, I went to your website. And what did I find? Who runs RAMB's search engine on their site? Google. So you have, if those two laws apply to Google, by default, do not those two laws apply to your site? Okay, so I said, yeah, okay, so let's apply those two laws. Now here's the thing. There's those two laws, database of intention and database of attention. Now I'll tell you who gets that. Deborah and Teresa. I know Jana from our group who's talked to them, and I've talked to them for a little bit. They get where this is going. They get that there's going to be some key differentiators, some key slices coming up here in the next 18 months where you kind of you're going to have to do things differently. So what have they done? Well, you've seen it right here. They have their own private labeled solution, Txt2RAMB. Okay. Now, you're going to see, we're going to talk about in just a couple minutes. Your property's mobile now, and when you see how quickly it can happen, it's going to absolutely blow your mind. Okay, so what's the first thing that we talked about? The database of intention. So if I'm looking for a house, what do I want to know? I want to know everything about the house, right? Because what do I want to do? I want to take action. So if everybody could take out their mobile phones for a second. And it doesn't matter if you have an iPhone or a BlackBerry, we're formatted for 29 different formats. Okay, does anyone know the most popular phone still in use? Motorola Razr. Okay, so it's great to have all this stuff for the iPhone because the iPhone can do a lot of stuff. I have my own. I absolutely love it. Okay, so let's go to, you're going to text someone. Everyone's ready to text? You're going to text to the number 48696. Well, you're going to choose this number, 48696. Okay, and you're going to type in TXT, the number 2, and RAM, R-A-M-B. You should instantly receive a link. Okay, but now, as we walk through that, put yourself in the place of the buyer or the prospect. I want to find something now. I just got it. Okay? In a format that I can work with and look at on my own time. So what else can you do from that first point, that database of intention? Well, most likely, who's going to send it to the husband or the spouse or the other spouse? The wife is going to send it, right? And since she's the fastest growing demographic, perfect. So you can actually send the text as an email to a person. Okay? Second piece, the database of attention. So you have your database of intention and your database of attention. Okay, now what you're going to see is a free mobile flyer. Now everybody in RAM.
Is that all we put in press send? I'm sorry.
Yes.
That's it.
So you're just going to put, texting to that number, and then you just put that in there and hit send.
Okay, the first one gave us the link to Guimyo. We were supposed to follow that link?
Yep, you can follow that link.
Oh.
Okay. And then it should show a Txt2RAMB mobile site. Okay. But it's formatted for, remember, don't forget, it's formatted for 29 different formats of phones. Okay. So now what this does is it gets you into that database of attention. Okay. Now everybody has a free mobile flyer because of our relationship with RAM. If you have any listings right now in 2 slides or 3 slides, we're going to go over and how you can set yours up. This is the new kind of campfire. I don't know if you have kids in your house. We have four young kids, and guess where we sit around and they'll look at and they talk about the iPhone. This phone will get passed around. If there's a cute video on YouTube, it passes around the house. But this is the new campfire. This is where people are. So if you're busy, you're at sports, church, work, school, wherever, guess what people always have access to? Their cell phone. Okay. So where do you want to kind of put this? If you wanted to tell your story, where would you put this? I'd put this absolutely everywhere. Everywhere that you are, everywhere that you talk to, everywhere that you advertise, I'd engage with this. Why? Because it's an alternate way to engage on my terms at my time. Okay? But what happens? 24/7, you still have the ability to tell your story. I could give you a way to be attached to the hip, literally, of 30.4 million Americans who buy a home annually. This is probably the best way to do it. You're not going to get any closer without being obtrusive and getting the cops called on you. Okay? So, what's the next step? You can go online to the RAMBHQ website. We have a link on the website. Jen and I will be here. You can talk to us. Like I said, we got 62 properties up and running in probably about, 30 minutes. Okay? Okay, we're gonna wrap up here. So there's 8 things I want you to remember. Just 8. Okay, so we have 10 fingers. 8 is pretty easy. Okay, buy Miami. Okay, buy Miami. What's the B? Get there before everybody else. There is significant competitive advantage for those people that grab onto a new technology before anybody else. Significant competitive advantage. So be there before the crowd. Okay? You understand how easy it is. Like I said, 30 minutes, 62 properties. Please just understand it is so easy. Why? It's all about you. This technology helps showcase you and your properties and what you can do for people in a different format. It allows you to be with them wherever they are. Okay? Then Miami. 5 key things to remember about the mobile movement. You got to have a mobile marketing plan. We share those historical quotes at the beginning. Imagine 10, 15, 20 years from now, the quotes that they're going to be talking about. Put yourself in that historical context. So that's M. I. Intention. That database of intention. Those 2 laws are governing how people look for and get and what they do with the information that they're getting. A. Attention. Okay? Same thing. It's one of those guiding rules. M. Remember the fastest growing group of demographic of text users? Moms. Moms. Not your teenagers. And then I. Interesting properties. The world is going visual. How are you going to attract attention and create attention for the properties that you have? Jan and I will be around the rest of the day. You remember, go to the RAMBHQ website, click on the link, or call us, or go to the Guimyo site, and we'll set you up, okay? Everybody, thank you very much.